Time now for news from the left. Sports guy Stephen A. Schmitt wades into politics on occasion. This time he said what every Democrat in the country is thinking.
We need a new president in 2024. What does it say about our country where we're looking at an 80-year-old who'll be 82 if he wins the presidency again in 2024? I mean, to the Democrats, y'all ain't got nobody? Nobody? I know it's a double negative. I know I'm grammatically incorrect. It's on purpose. It's for effect. Damn, y'all don't got nobody? Nobody?
Yes, they have nobody. All right, so that was a pretty real take from Stephen A. Schmitt. For the fake stuff, you can trust people like Hakeem Jeffries to deliver. Watch the leader of the House Democrats gush over our geriatric president and listen to what he says here, and he does it with a straight face.
President Biden, certainly incredible leader, incredible negotiator, incredible strategist, and he's strong, brilliant, understands nuance. Democrats, President Biden, folks in the House and the Senate, we're team reasonable, we're team normal, we're team get stuff done.
Yes, team normal. The Democrat Party, team normal. You heard it here first. The Democrats are team normal. Trans women flashing your kids at pride parades, teachers bringing religion back into the classroom as long as you worship a rainbow flag. Other totally normal Democrat norms, endorsing riots to win elections, stirring up race and ruining the country in order to keep the black vote in check. Some more norms from the Democrats include Pelosi and the rest of the clown show in African garb kneeling on the floor of Congress. So much normalcy from these Democrats these days. They're the party of normal. Up next, New York Mayor Eric Adams, who's been having buyer's remorse about his sanctuary city pledge, has another brilliant idea. Let's take our federal funding and just start paying the rent for illegal migrants.
It is my vision to take the next step to this, to go to the faith-based locales, and then move to private residence. They have spare rooms.
So that's how the city of New York is going to spend its residents' tax dollars now. The message is, come to America, we'll pay your rent. Not only you get in for free, you come to New York, and they'll put you up in somebody else's house and pay them money to do it. For nobody but the migrants, of course. America, this is what it looks like now. A society collapsing under the tremendous burden and weight of left-wing virtue signaling. We're going to pay the rent for everybody that comes here illegally. Good. Up next, the Human Rights Campaign, one of the nation's largest LGBTQ civil rights organizations, has declared a state of emergency for LGBTQ people all across the country. A state of emergency. Campaign's president, Kelly Robinson, saying the multiplying threats facing millions in our community are not just perceived, they are real, tangible, and dangerous. They are resulting in violence against LGBTQ plus people, forcing families to uproot their lives and flee their homes in search of safer states. They're refugees, triggering a tidal wave of increased homophobia and transphobia that puts the safety of each and every one of us at risk. Quick question to you. Do these people look like they're in danger? Do they look like they're being oppressed in this country? That is a parade down a major thoroughfare in Los Angeles. Are these oppressed people? Literally naked, shaking their butts on floats and parades and party in the streets. Trans men practically motorboating little kids during story time. I'd say the exact opposite is happening. Our society is bending over backwards to facilitate the many perversions that come with being inclusive to the trans mob that has just so quickly taken over the rainbow. Sadly, it's not enough, though, because the other side needs to feel oppressed. That's their lifeblood. If they don't feel oppressed, they don't know what to do with themselves. Biden knows this, which is why the left is constantly searching so desperately for homophobia, for racism, for anything that they can find, because they have to keep that wheel turning. Biden kicked off Pride Month by tweeting, "This month, in the face of cruel attacks on LGBTQ rights across the country, we celebrate the LGBTQ Americans who are fiercely and unapologetically fighting for freedom and equality and reaffirm that their rights are human rights." Despite so much ridiculous behavior, the trans mob that's taken over LGBTQ is still safe from harassment in America, while they try to sell us a story of deep oppression from the back of a parade float half naked. And finally, Tucker Carlson is back after his departure from Fox. Tucker has released his first episode of his new show on Twitter this evening. Here's just a little bit of it.
As of today, we've come to Twitter, which we hope will be the shortwave radio under the blankets. We're told there are no gatekeepers here. If that turns out to be false, we'll leave. But in the meantime, we are grateful to be here.
It's up on Twitter whenever you want to watch it. A real journalist free once again to speak truth to power. Good to see.